Hello everyone. Last class we have discussed about introduction on integers. Today let us discuss different operations on integers. As you all know, there are four main basic operations in maths: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let us start with addition. When we are adding two positive integers, the result is always positive. So we know 5 plus 4 equal 9. But in the case of negative integers, let's take negative integers. Negative 5 is added to negative 4. That means negative 5 and negative 4 are added. Then the result will be, we have to add the integers 5 plus 4, 9. But put the negative sign. So when we are adding two negative integers, result is negative. When we are adding two positive integers, result is positive. Then what will be the result of a negative integer and a positive integer? Let's see. Minus 5 is added to plus 4. Right? Here this plus denotes the operation, and this is a positive integer and this is a negative integer. So when we are adding a negative integer and a positive integer, what should we do? Subtract smaller from the bigger one and give the sign of bigger one. So smaller among this, without the sign, the smaller number is 4. So 5 minus 4 and give the sign of the bigger one. So bigger number is 5. Its sign is negative. Right? 5 minus 4, 1, and we put negative 1. So the same for if here positive integer 6 plus minus 8. That means here 6 is a positive integer and 8 is a negative integer. So subtract smaller from the bigger one. Without the sign, we subtract 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. But the bigger number 8 has a negative sign. So we put negative 2. So what are the rules of addition on integers? When we are adding two positive, so let us conclude about operations on integers on addition. When we are adding two positive integers, the result is positive. When we are adding two negative integers, the result is negative. Or when we are adding a positive integer and a negative integer, or reverse, right? In the sense vice versa, positive and a negative integer, negative and a positive integer. The result will be, how do we find the result? Subtract smaller from the bigger one and give the sign of bigger one. So, when we are adding two positive integers, result is positive. When we are adding two negative integers, result is negative. Now, let us study about subtraction. So, when we subtract two positive integers, when we are subtracting two positive integers, result is positive. Let us see, right? 13 is a positive integer and 5 is also a positive integer. So, when we are subtracting 13 and 5, 13 minus 5 is 8. Okay, let us see two negative integers. Minus 5 minus 7. So here 2 minus you can see, right? So it is better to keep a bracket. When 2 minus are written together, it's better to keep a bracket. So here this minus 5 and minus 7. Then the second number changes to plus. That means minus 5 plus 7. So here when we are checking 7 minus 5, minus 5 plus 7 is same as 7 minus 5, right? So when we are checking 7 minus 5, the result is 2. Okay, let us check 5 minus 8. That means a negative integer is subtracted from a positive integer. So the second number sign changes to plus and it automatically becomes the addition of two integers, positive integers. 5 plus 8 equal 30. Understood? So here comes the rule on subtraction. Then multiplication. Multiplication of integers. This is really very important. If we know the multiplication of integers, the same as the division of integers, right? So we are learning what we are learning: operations on integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, right? So when we are multiplying two positive integers, 6 times 3, right? Any bigger integer or smaller integer. So let us discuss about multiplication. When we are multiplying two positive integers, the result is positive. And when we are multiplying two negative integers, also the result is positive. That means minus into minus is plus. Plus into plus is plus. Minus into minus is also plus. Then plus 6 and minus 3. When we are multiplying a positive integer and a negative integer, the result is negative. Minus 6 and plus 3. Also the result is negative. The same as division. That means when we are dividing two positive integers, the result is positive. When we are dividing two negative integers, the result is positive. When we are dividing a positive integer and a negative integer, the result is negative. So when we are multiplying two negative integers, the result is positive. So thank you all for watching my video, liking and commenting and subscribing it. Thank you all. I wish the same hereafter too. Thank you.